Well, howdy there, y'all. Yamasaki here. Welcome back to the channel. And as you can see right in front of you there is something a little different than what I usually do around here. I know some of you are probably here for another Triumph video, but unfortunately I have had to put that project on the back burner until another time. It's one of those projects that requires a lot of time and knowledge, and I just unfortunately cannot get around to continuing with that. And it's been a really long time since I've actually done a computer video, and that is what we're going to do today. Now, I am by no means a technical wizard when it comes to computers, and for those of you who are new, well, basically you're going to get to see an old redneck country boy review an old-ass computer way before his time. So hopefully you guys are going to get some good entertainment out of this. So let's see what's going to happen. Now, to give you a little backstory on this system, as well as me in general with computers, is, well, I am Gen Z, and I grew up in the Windows XP era, so my loyalties lie to the old operating systems that are all like that. So Windows 7, XP, 98, 95, all those ones, all those good ones. And throughout the years, I just ended up keeping all the old systems that I grew up with. Well, at least a few of them, as well as some old hardware and things of that nature, you know, as time goes on. And one day I was out in the hills riding and came across this beauty right here. This is my first 90s beige box computer. It is actually a Hewlett Packard HP Pavilion 6630. And I was excited as heck when I found this little thing, because, well, I'd never had a 90s computer, let alone one with 98 and a Celeron processor. And so I brought it home and see what it would do, and I couldn't get onto it. But about a year or so later, my brother-in-law, he did his technical wizardry, his magic on this thing, and actually got it to where it's got a fresh copy of 98 on it, and it just, you know, lives its life as an old retired computer. And you know, man, I just picked this thing up because I remember the good old days of the internet, you know, when it wasn't as cleanly polished and, you know, everything was all over the place. Those were the good old days, especially when you had the flash games. Oh, man, it was good old days. It was the good old days. And that's why I picked this thing up, because it's one of those old iconic computers that a lot of people had that, you know, served for 10, 15, 20 years doing what it does best. Cool thing about this old machine is this is a tiny little puke of a computer. Tiny little thing. They jammed a lot of stuff in this thing back in the day. It's just one of those old generic computers. I'm going to go ahead and get this thing open. I think, if I remember correctly, yeah, it's one where the entire case comes off here. Yeah. There we go. Flip it around here. And look at that. Look at that. It's not really a standardized computer, at least what we know today. Power supply is not even in the right spot. They're usually up here or down here. Motherboard sucked in there so tight I don't even know if I could get it out. I don't remember if I did take this computer apart or not. I think it's got the original drive in it. A Mac store. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I'm not sure. It's got the old IDE cable, so you know this sucker is old. Very old. I don't know, what are those? Ethernet? Internet? Cards? Like I said, I'm not a professional on computers. I'm just a basic tinkerer, so I know a thing or two, but anything, more above this, well, my brain would probably explode. Now, in my time of tinkering on these old beasts, I have built 2 custom gaming computers. I built a sleeper, and I actually have videos on that computer that I will leave a link down in the description to. And then my more recent one that I use as a daily driver, it is a modern computer, the most powerful computer that I have, my first water-cooled, in fact. But regardless, one of the things I like to keep in all my computers is an old DVD drive. Why? Well, because when the internet goes down, Netflix breaks, Hulu goes down the toilet, YouTube shuts down, and half the population in the grid falls apart, I can still watch movies, DVDs, whatever I need to. It might be 20-year-old tech, but there's still a use when everything shuts down. And of course, being a 90s computer, it's not complete without being equipped with an old school floppy disk drive. And I have never, ever in my life used one of these. Even though I grew up with computers that had them and didn't even realize that we had some old floppy disk drives laying around, whether they were used or, blanks, I have no idea. And originally at one point, I actually thought about turning this thing into a sleeper. And I know a couple people out there on YouTube have, or at least used a case this small and put a whole bunch of custom gaming hardware in it. But man, I usually like to keep things original. Try and fit a motherboard in there that would fit, a power supply that would fit, and not have to modify or cut anything out. Even though I had to do that on my first PC build, I kind of knew I had to do that, but if I have the chance, I try and keep things original. And a lot of the reasons why people use these cases to build custom rigs is, man, it's nostalgia, and holy crap, these things are built like frickin' tanks. Damn! That's why I just love tinkering on all these old things. The quality that went into them is just unsurpassed in today's world. So we are going to actually power this thing up and see what's going to happen. The only thing is it's been probably a year and a half, maybe 2, maybe even 3 years since I powered this thing on. And I've been having trouble with some of my other machines from the Windows XP era. So this thing's even older than that with older hardware. So honestly, it's a 50 chance that it will or it won't fire up and boot. And just to give you a quick size comparison before we connect it all up and see if this thing will fire, here it is next to an early 2000s Dell Precision 380 workstation. Look at that. Thing's a midget compared to that beast. And I will be making a video on this guy someday as well. Isn't that something? That is nuts. Alright, well, got everything hooked up. It fired up on its own once I plugged in the power supply. I don't really like it when it does that because it doesn't give me time to get everything prepped. But ran into an issue. And I didn't think about this because I actually did save a PS2 keyboard, a vintage Dell one, when I saved this machine. But I didn't take into the fact that USB probably doesn't work very well on this thing. And so neither my mouse or my keyboard will work on this. It's not booting up to Windows for some reason, and I can't press F1 to make it continue to do so. So damn it, how the hell am I supposed to play putt-putt and Pajama Sam now? Let's see, I'll show you guys what it's saying. It said previous boot incomplete. So at least it's doing something here, but when I try and press F1 or F2, well, it's not doing nothing. Uh-oh, someone broke my computer. But yeah, I got everything hooked up. I actually bought these vintage Dell A215 speakers. They're from the mid-2000s. They came with the iconic optiplexes and dimensions of the day, which I can't remember if I actually had a pair of those or not, but I figured it was only right. And I have a matching monitor to go with it too, and keyboard. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to show you guys 98 running on this thing. Let's see, does this work? Oh, look at that. Oh man, look at all those gears in there. I've never seen that before. There's usually a cover on all the ones that I have. I actually never opened this up before. I did not realize that they made the tray white too, beige as well. Oh man, the gears rolling in that thing. Yeah, it's up and running though. It's running good. Aside from having complications with the peripherals. Can't do nothing. Can't do nothing. So I just shut it down. It's pretty much going to be it for this video, guys. I did wanted to show you the operating system and everything on it. You know, if I had kept that damn Dell keyboard able to connect to PS2, we'd be off creating artwork on Paint right now. But that is just going to have to wait for a future video. In the meantime, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment for more content. And Yamasaki out. We'll see y'all later.